Thank you very much for your very kind words about myself and my wonderful wife.
The city's mayor announced Tuesday he's not ready to reveal whether he'll run for a fourth term in October's election.
And I know there is expectations in this moment, one that I set myself, that I would answer a key question today, whether I would seek re-election this fall. And as much I pride myself in giving clear direction, I do not have an answer today.
Mandel says he was mostly decided until the provincial budget came out, and he began to see some real issues emerging surrounding regional partnerships and recent post-secondary institution funding cuts.
I worry this money-seeking exercise won't understand the importance of independence, the integrity, and legitimacy of our schools. No budget woes, no matter how significant, can justify this.
We sat down with the mayor following his address to gain a little insight into his decision to postpone the announcement. He talked a little more about the imbalance he sees in regional funding, like the MSI grant, affordable housing funding, and provincial dollars for policing, calling it unfair and challenging the province to step up.
You know, there's grants that were cut in this budget, things that for Tech Edmonton that are vital for us to keep our tech industry going. Tech Edmonton's done some great things. There's cuts to our recreation programs that are important. So, you know, there is lots that we think needs to be dealt with, and those grant systems need to be corrected.
As for whether or not he'll run again, he says that decision will hinge on whether or not he can complete his mental list of goals before the election.
I think one of the most important things is to make sure that you don't shortchange Edmontonians and the electorate if you decide to run again, that you have the same passion today as I had 4 years ago.
And if he decides to bow out, there's no shortage of council members ready to step up to the mayoral plate. But they've all made it clear they won't run against Mandel.
And if he decides to run, and I will fully support him.
This adds more time, that's all. So I hadn't made a firm decision one way or the other. I have said I won't run against Mayor Mandel, so until he makes a decision, I'm not in a position to make a decision.
You know, I mean, I think out of due respect to them, I think there's some very bright people there. I think there's some very creative, dynamic, bright people, and I think many of them could fill my shoes.
Mandel says he has some time before he needs to make a final decision. After all, he says the election isn't until October. Reporting for Sun News, I'm Angelique Rodriguez.